Hello, welcome to Current News. I'm your host, Chris Davis, and today we're going to talk about the Pokemon Direct that was released this past Thursday. So on January 9th, 2020, the Pokemon Company, Game Freak, they released to us a new Pokemon Direct. And in it, they showed us Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. They showed us that, but that's not what this video is about. What people have been mainly talking about is the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion pass and everything that's coming into it. Now, if you just update your Pokemon Sword and Shield copy, whichever copy you have, you update it. So if you connect to the internet, you can get a small piece of the expansion pass. If you head to Wedgehurst Station, you get to meet a certain type of trainer. It depends on the version you have. If it's Sword, it's going to be Clara, a Poison type trainer. If it's Shield, it's going to be Avery, a Psychic type trainer. And at Wedgehurst Station, you can get a Galarian Slowpoke. Also, what they revealed is in the Isle of Armor challenge, which is going to be released sometime late June, you're going to go into the Isle of Armor, and there you'll get new clothing. You'll also be able to meet another person called Mustard. He's the one who trained Champion Leon, and you'll be training under him. He held the championship back in the day, and he will give you a special Pokemon called Kubfu. So I don't know if this is a mythical Pokemon, I don't know if it's a legendary Pokemon, or if it's just some regular Pokemon. But according to the Pokemon Company, depending how you train with this Pokemon, it can evolve into two different forms: a dark fighting typing Urshifu, which has the single strike style, or a water fighting Pokemon, or water fighting Urshifu that has a rapid strike style. So it's not tied to the version you have. It depends on what decisions you make while training your Kubfu. And the ability that Urshifu has is called Unseen Fist. We don't know what that does yet, but the Urshifu also has a Gigantamax form as well. And also in the Isle of Armor challenge, more Pokemon are going to be added to the Pokemon Sword and Shield copy. So when we first purchased Pokemon Sword and Shield, only certain Pokemon were allowed in the game, but when the expansion pass comes out for Isle of Armor, more Pokemon will be available to capture in Pokemon Sword and Shield. What I also saw in the Pokemon Direct that was amazing was we saw Gigantamax forms of Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon. And now Cinderace and Inteleon, they're Gigantamax forms. They look really awesome. They're tied. Rillaboom, his looks good, but not as cool as Cinderace or Inteleon. I'm still trying to decide which of those starters is the best, either Cinderace or Inteleon. Inteleon stats are amazing. Of course, when Cinderace gets the Libero ability, he's going to be really competitive. I chose Cinderace for my starter for Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's because of that Libero ability. Even though it's not out yet, when it comes out, it's going to be fantastic. It reminds me so much of Greninja because I was such a Greninja player when Pokemon X and Y was out, and even when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire was out, I was still using Greninja. So just that ability to change any typing according to the move you're using is just really handy. Now, what we also got to see in the Pokemon Direct, it was artwork. We saw a Gigantamax form of Blastoise and Venusaur. And I knew that Charizard wasn't going to be the only one that got all the attention when it came to Gigantamax forms. I knew they were going to have to do something for Blastoise and Venusaur. So I don't know when those Gigantamax forms will come out. I don't know if they're coming out in Isle of Armor or the Crown Tundra. but I'm really looking forward to those Gigantamax Pokemon as well. Now, sometime in the late fall, sometime in the fall, I don't know when, September, October, November, sometime in the fall, the Crown Tundra is going to be released. And what's cool about the Crown Tundra is that more Pokemon will be added to the Pokemon Sword and Shield copy. You'll also get new clothing again. But what's really cool is you're going to have co-op mode, and with this co-op mode, you're going to be able to explore the dens. So the max raid dens that you only get to see briefly of, and the max raid battle, you get to explore more of those. And also you'll be able to catch previous legendaries from other Pokemon generations. Also, another Pokemon is coming out that you'll be able to catch. It's called Calyrex. So it's a grass psychic typing. So the only Pokemon that I know of off the top of my head that has this typing is Celebi. But Calyrex looks like it's going to be a mythical Pokemon. So it looks really cool. It seems that there's more to this Pokemon. It looks like it can become something else. If you look at the design, it has like a bulb on top of its head, and it looks like it can change into something else. But it looks very interesting and very unique, very mysterious. So I'm looking forward to the expansion passes. Now, a lot of people have been saying for years that Pokemon shouldn't be coming out with new versions of games that they just released, that they should do DLC. Pokemon's finally listening. They're doing DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think the reason why they're doing it is, yeah, they're listening, but I think it's easier to do it on a console than in a handheld like the Nintendo 3DS. But I'm really excited for like the DLC, and for the people who are complaining about the national dex and stuff, this should make them happy because more Pokemon are being added to the Pokedex, which they can either capture or add into the game when Pokemon Home comes out. One more thing I wanted to mention. On the Pokemon Direct, we also saw new versions of Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. We don't know if those are Gigantamax versions. I don't remember seeing a cloud above their head. It is an artwork or a design, or this is going to be some Galarian form, or maybe some evolution, but it was a redesign of the original legendary birds, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. So it looks like they're going to get something special that will make them powerful and more competitively viable. Now, some of the previous Pokemon generations, they get power cracked with new Pokemon typing, abilities, and stats. So Game Freak, for a while now, has been breathing like new life into older Pokemon, specifically Generation 1 with Alolan forms, Galarian forms. So it looks like Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos are going to get some attention, and they're going to become more powerful now. Okay, so that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Let me know what you're excited for in this expansion pass in the comment section below. Also, hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and all of you have a great day.